What's up, guys? Adam Fisk here. A lot of you guys keep asking, how did I get here? How did I become a guide at Los Buzos? Well, I've been fishing basically my entire life. I used to fish a ton offshore with my dad. He had a Grady White. I won my first tournament when I was about 15 or 16, caught the biggest dolphin in the tournament. I had a lot of offshore experience. And about 15 years ago, my mom got him and I a Hobie outfitter, the tandem pedal kayak, and we began going inshore for redfish, trout, snook, flounder, tarpon, stuff like that. And we did that for a long time, traveled all over Florida, and then I went down to Florida Atlantic University to go to school to become a fish and wildlife officer with the FWC. So my first year down there, I brought the kayak and just started going offshore, Boca Raton, and catching kings, mahi, tunas, just fishing almost every day I could, and got super into it. And my second year down there, I ran into Hector, the founder of the Extreme Kayak Fishing Tournament Series, and I started fishing his tournaments. He was just starting them, and I ended up doing pretty well, placing in the majority of the ones at the beginning. And it was there that I met Matt and Eric from Deep Blue Kayak Fishing. Many of you guys know them. They're famous for catching tons of sailfish in South Florida, like Boynton Beach area. And so I became a guide with them while I was still going to school. And while guiding for them, they came down here. They had a mutual friend that introduced them to Morris, the owner of Los Buzos. They came down here and to test the waters to see if we could do what we were going to call the Panama expedition trip for our clients, that we would come down occasionally and fish here at Los Buzos. And so they came down to test the waters. They crushed it. They caught a ton of roosterfish, tunas, snappers, stuff like that. And they decided they wanted to bring a group down. And a few weeks before that first group, they brought me down with my dad to test the waters a little bit more, do a little bit more scouting. And that way I'd be able to effectively guide instead of coming down here and just being as new as the other guys. So me and my dad came down here. We caught a ton of fish. We caught almost everything you can catch here: roosterfish, broomtail grouper, yellowfin tunas, giant Sierra mackerels, like the list goes on. But the only thing we didn't catch was a cubera out of our typical catches. But then I had a great time. We all had a great time. The group was awesome, and I decided I wanted to do it more often, and they kind of decided that they were going to focus on the Florida thing. So that kind of worked out perfect for me, and I started coming down occasionally, like every few months, to guide a group. And on my third group, I believe it was, I decided to stay an extra week and fish by myself and see if I could explore a few more areas, maybe find some more fish. And I thought there was a chance that it might be my last week here, and because I was about to leave to go to the academy for FWC. But it was then that I hooked my first black marlin, and I got spooled. Took me on like a 5-minute sleigh ride, the fastest I've ever gone in a kayak. Ended up taking almost all my line and then breaking at the leader. So I was absolutely hooked by then, and I made it a mission to catch my first one. So after that first marlin, after I got spooled, I had a discussion with Morris, and he told me the only way this thing really made sense was if I came here full-time and was here to do way more groups. And I loved the idea of that. So when I got back home, I took about a week to think about it, and I decided I was going to move here full-time. And so now it's about 5 years later. I've put guys on hundreds of roosterfish, tons of cuberas. I've got the 2 largest marlin ever landed from a kayak, both over 450 pounds. And we've got 5 world records here at the lodge, including the world record roosterfish, which is just a dream come true. So it's been a wild few years. We're changing things up a little bit. I'm going to be here a little less often, generally about 16 weeks out of the year is the plan right now. And I've got my YouTube up and running. I'm putting out videos generally every Monday. They're videos from almost every single day of every week here, so you can follow along, see exactly all the kind of crazy stuff we do on a day-to-day basis. And I hope you can come down here and experience it for yourself. I'd love to take you out. That's about it. Take care.
Dorado. That's a slow tide.